5 kills, 3 assists, the time of my life. I think that concludes it all. Alright everyone, hello and welcome to what may have been one of the most enjoyable low-tier tanks in War Thunder for me personally in the last few years. Welcome to the E.B.R, a French light tank that just recently got pushed out to us through Operation W.I.N.T.E.R. Now, the E.B.R being kind of the lower tier thing that you can get as a reward tank from Operation W.I.N.T.E.R is currently sitting at rank 3 at a battle rating of 4.7, and to get the actual hull you needed 5 marks through Operation W.I.N.T.E.R. If you wanted this camo that you see right here, you needed to actually make it 6. Now, you can theoretically still get this tank, as you can retroactively just go in and buy some of those marks for yourself for Golden Eagles. Getting this tank, if you have not ever grinded any of those marks, to a grand total of 5,000 Golden Eagles if you want it for yourself. Now that's a whole lot of Golden Eagles, honestly, for a tank and a battle rating of 4.7, but I think it may actually very much be worth your money. And, well, why that is, we will get to that shortly, but let's firstly have a quick look at this tank then. So battle rating 4.7, you get a 75mm cannon with an additional 4 smoke grenade launchers here, actually, which do work quite nicely. Propel that smoke quite far ahead of the vehicle and get you a nice wide smoke wall. You get a turret rotation speed of 25 degrees a second, which is very, very decent for this tier. I would say vertical guidance is all pretty fine as well, -6 to 10 degrees, so nothing from that notoriously low deflection of your gun, or depression of your gun rather, at Russian high tiers. -6 degrees I think is rather workable. You do get an absolutely insane reload rate though of 5 seconds through the use of an autoloader, which if we have a quick look at X-ray right here, these are the primary stage ammo compartments right here, which actually feed into the, well, which are actually the autoloader basically. So as you can see right here, you do get 12 shells, which, I mean, honestly, in most cases is more than enough. You won't really need any more, but what you do have to keep in the back of your head here is that once this ammo storage is empty, you are not going to be able to shoot anymore until your crew actually moves ammo over to it. So that is a bigger negative to it that you have to keep in mind, but at the same time, you've got 12 bullets that reload every 5 seconds, which at this tier, honestly, I mean, is quite insane. And the bullets do actually work very nicely too, as you do get an armor penetration of 182mm at battle rating 4.7, which I've been playing this tank a bit, and so far it's been sufficient for absolutely everything by miles to come. Like, I don't know, one of the more higher armored vehicles that you may encounter at like 5.3 or 5.7 is a Tiger 1, and that's got like 100mm, 110mm armor plate, so you can basically kill that thing easily if you know where to place your shots, because that's an important thing to keep in mind. If we look at modifications here, you only do get 2 kinds of shell types, an APC and an HE. Now the HE you will probably not use in most cases. The APC though, as you can see, is a kinetic only bullet, so you won't get any explosives from it, as opposed to many other ammo variants that usually are prevalent at this tier. So no APHE, nothing of that. You will need to know where to place your shots, more kind of similar to what you will eventually learn to get used to from higher tier tanks when you get yourself into the reigns of APDS and APDFS. That's something to keep in mind, but at the same time, you do get a very decent muzzle velocity, so not all that much bullet drop. You do get a very nice penetration, so I think it is honestly still a pretty decent bullet to work with. Now, looking real quick at all the other stats, you do get next no ammo, this being a light armor rather, this being a light tank, 20mm, 38mm here, like kind of being the max value. So looking at the armor right here, I mean, you do get a good bit of angles, so there may be some weird bounces when people hit you in weird spots, but overall most of everything will probably go right through, so you probably want to try and be the guy that shoots first. For propulsion, this is also a very interesting point. As you can see, this is a wheeled tank, which, I mean, that tier is honestly not too common of a thing, and it's also a very special wheel tank, because you do get the standard, you know, rubberized wheels, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, those are the steerable ones, but you also do get 2 metal wheels, so a very interesting combination there in terms of like sturdiness and controllability. I have seen this to be working quite well so far, to be honest. I mean, like, the one thing that you of course need to keep in mind is that in order to be turning, you need to be driving. You can't be turning on a spot like you would be able to, well, more or less, depending on if you have neutral steering in a tank with standard chain setups. But other than that, you can achieve pretty darn high top speeds. I mean, you see right here that the theoretical max speed here is 105 kilometers an hour, but with the 200 horsepower that you get at a 15.2 ton vehicle mass, that's, I would say, usually rather unrealistic, but it is a very fast tank, honestly, for what tier it's at. I think you can easily, pretty reliably reach in excess of 40 kilometers an hour, and then kind of depending on if there is any pavement, what kind of terrain you're driving on, you can reach very well in excess of that. So it is certainly a rather fast tank and rather maneuverable, especially for its E.B.R, and that does give you a lot of advantages also in terms of how you can quickly position yourself early game where people don't really expect you. Looking at the X-ray real quick, other than that, we had this first stage ammo storage, of course. You can see everything is really cramped. So, most cases, honestly, I don't think there's much of any chance of surviving a single hit in this tank. Things are so close together that, well, if people hit here in the middle, like, usually the fragmentation of bullets will instantly take out another 2 people in the tank, or maybe even hit ammo storage. There may be some lucky situations, but everything is usually that tight together that I think the chance of surviving such hits are overall rather low. Now, what is a very interesting point, though, is as you can see right here, we've got a driver up front, and we've got what War Thunder calls a loader in the back. Now, the thing is, as you know, we've got an autoloader, so I wouldn't really call this a loader, but one interesting point this actually adds, if we go out of X-ray here again real quick, you may notice that this vehicle kind of looks very symmetrical. And it indeed is. I mean, like, the front is basically the back. You've got, like, some difference in terms of headlights, and of course you do have a front and you do have a back in this tank. But you can theoretically just drive this thing backwards and not really care about it. I mean, if we look at the transmission right here, you can see the max speed forward and the max speed backwards are exactly the same. You get 6 gears, like, there is absolutely virtually no difference. You can go as fast forward as you can go backwards. I just went into, like, a little test drive and drove this thing all the way backwards all over the field, and it doesn't really make a difference. I mean, controls will be inverted, of course, but other than that, that is actually a very interesting thing, and I think it makes you very mobile, also allows you to fall back rather quickly if you need to, and just kind of makes a tank a bit more versatile. So very interesting point right there. But I think the main 2 takeaways here really are that you get a very fast tank with a very high mobility for this tier, with a very decent gun, with very good penetration, and a very quick reload. So if that's not a crazy interesting glass cannon setup, I don't know what is. I've so far been enjoying this thing like crazy, I'll have to say. I've only been playing a few games with it just to get like an initial impression to show you guys around this tank, but so far I have been absolutely loving it. But without further ado, I think before I actually go into like reviewing this tank a bit more with you all, I want to throw you all into some clips, so let's get those rolling. Let's hopefully get some very, very nice kills on the battlefield. I'll see you there. Alright everyone, and welcome to the first one here in Port Novorossiysk. We, with that very fancy English accent, will be moving on straight into the battle. I'll try and quickly speed over to the other side of the battlefield here. And you can see, right, that, I mean, overall, speed is not too bad. Acceleration, you know, 200 horsepower. Isn't really making this thing absolutely crazy fast, but as you can see, I mean, on the other hand side, we are very easily catching up with the rest of the bunch here once we are actually up to speed. Just actually gaining that speed usually does take you a minute. Now, I did start this round with like 20 bullets. I'm not honestly quite sure yet how many I would want to use on average here, because, well, I mean, everything that I store really always goes to the sides, but I don't know, like, given that the initial storage in the autoloader is already at 12 bullets, 20 doesn't really seem all too excessive to me. If anything, I may even be a bit short. One more thing that I actually didn't mention just yet that is very, very nice to have on this tank is that, well, you basically get this vehicle instantly spaded. So, as opposed to something like the Land Cruiser that you get for the higher tier... Whoa! God. That was scary. For the higher tier reward vehicle with the Germans, you do get this vehicle totally spaded. You get all the bullet variants, you get all the upgrades for the tank. This is a bad situation to be in. I'm all alone versus like 4 tanks. Now, I mean, I do have the autoloader, so I could probably kill them all within seconds. But it's still a bad situation to be in. Am I open? I'm open towards the left corner here. Oh my god. Oh, oh god. Autoloader, save me. Nope. That was, that was a bit too much. I was all alone. We are going to go and get onto this paved road and just try our best to get around the map ASAP. Now, once we are up to speed here, we should be very, very quick and hopefully pop up in a totally unexpected spot for the enemy. So let's see how that goes. As you can see right here now, that speed is picking up like mad. 65 kilometers an hour, 70 kilometers an hour. This is insane. Kind of peaking out at like 73 kilometers an hour, 74. But oh my god, I just crossed 75. And we're chilling at 4.7 here, my dudes. This is, yeah. I'm already halfway across the map. 80 kilometers an hour. 80 kilometers an hour at a BR of 4.7, ladies and gentlemen. This is flippin' insane. I'm probably past all the enemies before they even know I was here. I mean, look at this. I can just keep going straight. Nobody is ever going to expect me here. I hope. He said before he went boom. But this is craziness. This is absolutely mad. What are you shooting at? God. Oh, hey. Oh no! No! Please, no! This is not fair! I'm being abused by a plane. That's not nice. And we do want to keep an eye on my left flank, because I do expect that German tank that I saw earlier to pop up. There it is. That's not the German tank, but that was certainly a tank. I'm not penning that guy right now, because he's in a weird spot. Very weird spot. Can't see where I'm shooting. This is an issue. Non-pen, he's very nicely angled, and I just shot the visual obstacle for him, so that's an issue, but we did knock him out. That's good, that's great. did probably take quite the toll on our autoloader here in terms of ammo, but there is a Panther right there that we didn't manage to pin, unfortunately. Gonna try again. Crit him right there. I think I've got something in front of me too. So there's a bit of an issue. Did destroy his cannon barrel there. Lower plates only got the gearbox of his. His gunner doesn't seem to have gotten replaced yet. Driver's hatch maybe? Nope. Oh, where do I shoot? The cannon barrel is in the way. That's a bit of an issue, you know. And now we don't have any ammo anymore. And now our thing is stuck. Ugh, God. I'm kind of alone here. Where's my team at, mate? Like, what do I do? I don't quite know. There's another tank there shooting me. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Please reload. Please reload. Please reload. Oh, that's not going to help. Stop angling yourself towards me, mate. Oh, my God. There's so many. There's so many of them. Why did I not? What? How I missed him, I don't quite know. But yeah. So that is certainly going to be rather interesting. Let's see what we can do right there. What are you doing out here now? Yeah. Are we not making it up here? Oh my God! Wow. Okay. We are not making it up a simple street. Very interesting thing. I think we're going to try the same approach as this guy here, just taking it at a bit of an angle, but wow. No, this is not doable. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, this thing, as I said, comes like factory spaded. So I mean, that being a pretty standard street with, I mean, a good bit of an incline, but after all, it's just a street. That's kind of unexpected. Got a good bunch of E.B.R buddies with me once more. Same old deal, really. I probably want to try and use the actual path here for that little bit more grip, and also kind of be a bit careful with the inclines, because this thing doesn't like them too much, apparently, which, you know, I mean, I guess it's a valid thing with the wheels and everything, but still, kind of very unexpected how I was sliding down that tiny little incline the last time around, to be honest. Now, there is a tank zooming in right there. He did not zoom. Oh, did he? I'm not sure if he's now in that smoke cloud or behind the pile of rubble. I think he's behind the pile of rubble. We'll just lob some arty at it. But this tree is very much in the way right now. Can we get rid of that? Thank you. Could have easily shot him there if that tree... Oh, wait a second. What in the world? Huh. That was unfortunately just a kill assist, but, hello. That hurts. Don't do that again, you meanie. I did actually survive a shot, which kind of is a bit surprising, I'll have to say. It doesn't really happen too much, but we did survive one. We did kill the, I think it was a Brit, in return, pretty much instantly. So that's very nice, but that's going to be a long repair time now with just 2 crew remaining, and I don't fancy it, but we'll have to go through that real quick. And at the same time, something just died all the way back there. Thought I was a little bit closer, but indeed it was not. We are out of power though, which is very annoying. I wonder how an autoloader system would work when you're out of power. I would suppose there's potentially risk of it not working at all anymore. So, you know, kind of glad that that's not modeled in War Thunder, but we'll be trying to move around the outside here of this train of, like, a heavy and a medium, I think, that are trying to roll up this hill. Oh god, I'm sliding. Oh god, I'm sliding. Oh, okay. Caught it. We are gonna try and see if we can get into the back of people. I'm not quite sure about the topographics of this map here, though. So I probably want to be a bit wary. I think they can see me here, can't they? Where are they at exactly, though? I'm not quite sure. Oh, there. And he just shot. Nice. Good night. There we go. Nice little kill right there. T-34 following up with a shot on another tank. It seems. I don't think I want to go this way. I think we're just going to stick to, like, the middle. And see what the middle does for us. Something like that, for example. Very nice. Another kill for us. I think there should be a few lads up on that hill that I cannot quite spot from here. Probably don't want to yeet it too far in there. Just in the interest of, like, you know, preserving my own health. Or at least that of my remaining 2 crew members. But so far, so good. Pretty happy with the results thus far. We are going to move on to the right now, I think. Don't see anything out there. Nothing to see out there, I think. We're just going to move right on to here. While those 2 are hopefully distracted by the fire they are receiving from the sides and my artillery in just a minute. Maybe we can snag another kill here. Let's see. Or we can get killed. Both very much a possibility, I think. The dude still seems to be there. Not really all too visible with that ginormous... Wow. What is that tank? I don't know, but it's looking absolutely ginormous and menacing and crazy. And we've got a not kill, but we'll have one soon. Driver's still alive. Let's snag that one. Target destroyed. Another kill. Absolute insanity here. And we've pretty much taken this side of the whole map, I would say. Oh, tank. Tank dead. Cool. But look at this thing. That's insane. I absolutely have got no clue what that tank destroyer is. But look at the size of that gun. It's like an 8.8 flak or something, literally. Absolute insanity. Now, there seems to be someone over there. That's... yeah. Can't quite make out his position, though, between... rather behind that huge tree, so... let's try and... oh, get rid of that. Where possible. Yep, there it is. Somewhere. I can't really see it. Can the tree please disappear? There we go. Thank you. That was nice. Gun carrier also dead. I think we're sniping into the spawn at this point, which I really kind of dislike, I'll have to say. So I'll be moving on. 5! Oh my Jesus, Lord almighty, this thing is so crazy. We've got 5 kills and an assist so far. I'm having a time of my life right now. You can't understand how fun this tank is, seriously. This is literally among, like, my top 3 most fun tanks that I've played within, like, the last 2 years, to be honest. This is insanely great. Absolutely awesome. Now, B is being capped by the team. Well, I think we've pretty much won this, have we? Can't really see anything, though we would still need to do work on. Let's see what we can make of it. I'm really interested to see what is going to happen. Could very much as well also end up with me just being sniped into the face the second I turn that corner. So let's see. Let's find out together. For the moment, this E.B.R is kind of in my way. Don't seem to be seeing anything out there. Just yet, at least. And yep, that dude is very much still alive. And there he goes. Okay, oh god. Buddy died. Not sure where from, but he definitely died. May have been from there. May have been from somewhere totally different. I think there. Yep. Non-pen. Oh god. Oh. Good thing you've got such a decent reverse speed with this thing just going full speed back. Oh my god, this is bad. My entire team is dead right now. My entire team is absolutely dead right now. We're just going to go into reverse. Got one right there. Everybody knows where I'm at, I think. Absolutely everybody is aware of where I'm at. Kinda scared, not gonna lie. This is a prevalent situation for me in a tank, it seems. Everyone around me dies, and then I get swarmed. Absolutely swarmed by like 15 dudes. Now somebody that just shot at me died, I think. There may be more though. I think there is more, to be honest. Can't quite go this way around, I don't think. Gonna go and move around the outside here. Just gonna chill here. We're gonna wait for our team to arrive, alright? Because, like, this is a very precarious situation. I'm absolutely boxed in by everyone and their mum. I see the dude that's moving up. Right there. So that's a very interesting one, because that could mean that I can go all the way around the outside and just chill. I think he sees me though, does he? Not quite sure. Is he going around the right or the left? Feels like he's going the other way around, and he just took a huge shot, so that should keep him distracted. We're going to go back to our old position again. Try and help our team out, and there's a medium to my left as well. I do realise that very much, but can't do anything about that right now. Good night. Well, not quite yet, but like good night in a second. There he goes. Okay. Now that medium... Oh my god, 10 seconds. Oh my god, please move. There we go, thank you. That medium is right behind us here, it seems, so we need to take care of that. He's actually dead. God. We found ourselves in the same situation, but this time around I managed to somehow not get swarmed by enemies thanks to the excellent reverse capabilities of this tank. But Jesus Christ, these situations are scary, and I find myself in them with this tank all the time. And I don't even think it's because this thing is this fast and I just speed ahead of everyone else. It's more like... crit? Good night. It's more like it's... I don't know. I get that far up, I kill a guy or two, and everybody else around me just dies. How I missed that, I don't know, but let's, get him. Thank you. And, move on. Absolutely crazy. This tank, I love it. Somebody just tried to kill me there. Not quite sure who or where from. Wasn't too comfortable. I think he got killed back. So, you know, that works. It works indeed. We're just gonna move up. This tank is absolutely insanely awesome. I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying this thing way too much. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. I should have just taken the shot, honestly. Oh, God. People are dying way too quickly. This dude is dead. Is he? Yeah. Just double checking. Oh, hello. Why, hello there. Good, sir. I didn't see you there. If you can't tell, I'm having the time of my life with this tank. This is insane. I'm just going to be playing French 4.7 for the rest of my darn life. Like, oh my god, this is great. Jesus Christ, it's like a turkey shoot. I think my autoloader is going to be out in a minute here. But this is just, I don't even know what to say anymore. This is just crazy, crazy great. This is, I don't know how I'm gonna convey this to you lads anymore. Oh, this thing is awesome. This thing is absolutely insane. I've got a big, wide smile and grin all over my face like the last years of playing this, and I'm never gonna stop smiling. I don't know, what do I say? I am never gonna stop smiling. It's great. Oh god, tank, I'm dead. Oh! I think they hated me at this point, didn't they? 5 kills, 3 assists, the time of my life. I think that concludes it all. Let's move back to the hangar for a little bit of a sum up then. Alright, so here we are back for the sum up for the E.B.R. then. Now, I've still got a huge, wide smile and grin on my face right now that I just can't seem to get rid of. Because this thing is insanely great. I just don't know how to emphasize that anymore. But if you were thinking about getting yourself anything from Operation Winter, get yourself this. Like, absolutely get yourself this. I think even more than like the T-72AV, get yourself this. Because, well, I mean, the thing is, you know, it's not a grinding tank as, you know, you would have a T-72AV with like insanely high rewards, and because it's of course that high tier. So if you're looking for something to use for grinding an nation out totally the fastest way possible, this is probably not the way to go. And let me just kind of quickly pick some research target here before this never goes away. So, you know, if you want to go the fastest way possible, this is not the way to go. Now, that's got to be the sum up just due to the rewards, right? I mean, you can see right here, 460%, 330, which isn't bad, you know. You do get a nice little bit of a reward right here, but if you go for like something like T-72AV, you're 701%, 462% for Seal Lines. So that is, of course, a huge world of a difference, and this thing is very fun as well. But it is also, I think, a bunch more money, because if you haven't done a single medal for the Operation Winter event, you're going to have to pay 5k Golden Eagles. If we have a look right here, that's 25 bucks. So that's like less than half the price of a T-72AV. And now comes the important part. If you want to grind out a nation with the most fun you've ever had for at least a good while, and keep this tank and make like a separate deck for it and just play it forever, because it's that much fun, go grab this thing. Now, the thing is, I think, honestly, you got to say that this thing is pretty grossly overpowered. So, if it's going to stay that way forever, I wouldn't be too sure. Because I think, honestly, given the stats that Gaijin is probably going to see on this tank and how insanely well people should probably be doing with it, I think it is going to get nerfed. It's either going to get raised in battle rating, or some pen is going to be lowered, or the speed is going to be lowered. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of factors to this tank that just scream not 4.7 to me. But for the time being, it is here. It's at 4.7, and what you get for it for a 4.7 tank is absolutely insane. I mean, we had a bunch of videos now, and I think I somehow really managed to cover everything, you know? You have a bit of an issue with grip, with the tires, you know, I didn't manage to get up that one hill. You are insanely fast. I mean, I had that one video where I went to 80 kilometers an hour. I was around an absolutely huge map within the space of 2 minutes, while some of the enemies were still moving out of their spawn, basically. So that is absolutely insane, the positioning and the plays you can make with that. And you can kill most of everything. You know, you saw me struggle slightly with that Panther right there, but even Panthers are killable by this if you kind of try and stay away from those angles a little bit, and I don't know, you get like an insanely fast reload, so you get a crazy amount of tries at killing things too. I don't really know where to stop being absolutely excited about this tank. But so far, I think it's great. It's crazy good, it's fun, it's light, it's fast, it does a lot of damage. It has a relatively low profile if you look at something like the insane, like, I don't even want to call it house, at the boat that's in Germany, which is of course an upcoming review as well, but at the boat that in Germany is the Class 3P. But I don't know, it's an awesome tank. For me, seriously, I mean, I'm trying to think back here for the last, like, 2 years or something. I don't think there's anything coming this close that ever made me smile this much. You know, like, the RU-251, back when it came out, I think I must have been like 3 or 4 years back by now. That was a tank that put a big smile on my face. And that was at the time also a good bit overpowered, I think. Until, you know, Russians really started being very resistant to heat effects, and it, you know, the power of it started dwindling a bit. But I think even to this day it's a pretty strong tank. Just wanted to have that said too. But other than that, I just don't think, even the T-72AV, I think the T-72AV is probably going to be my number 2. Out of all the tanks I played like in the last 2 years, in terms of enjoyment factor and how good it is. But I think this is literally my new number 1. I think this is literally the best and most enjoyable tank I've played in the last 2 years. Absolutely insane, absolutely tons of fun. If you're considering it, I would say definite recommendation. Get yourself this tank, you will have a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure I can recommend this to most players without really having to worry about who I recommend it to. You do of course need to adapt a bit of a playstyle. You need to know where to place those bullets because it's not APHE. But other than that, this thing is crazy great. So definitely consider it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to end it off right here. If you've got any further questions on this tank, make sure to let me know down below. If you have it yourself, make sure to let me know your thoughts down below. I would really love to hear them. And, well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does help out the channel a ton. And if you haven't done so just yet, also please consider hitting that subscribe button right down below, as well as that bell icon right next to it, to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes on War Thunder and many other games. So as always, everyone, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Ciao.